Hey, what's going on, folks? Welcome back to the Real Legend of Gaming. We are here with some Clash Royale, folks, and we're back with another deck guide. This time around, it's for an archetype that I have never used before, and that is the Mortar. And I'd like to introduce a new series that we will be bringing to the Clash Royale segment on the channel, and that's going to be called Get Used to It. So I'm basically going to be using an archetype that I've never used before, and I'm going to feature a deck for it, and also continue to do that for the rest of the week. So this week we're going to focus on a Mortar. The first deck we'll be using today is a Mortar Hog Cycle deck. So let's check out what this deck is, folks. Alright, folks, so here's the deck. It consists of the Log, the Zap, the Hog, the Mortar, the Goblin Gang, the Spirit Goblins, the Bats, and the Rascals. As you guys can tell, I really don't use these cards. I just upgraded them to tournament level, and that's about it. So we're going to have some fun today. We're going to show you one replay where I actually use the deck myself. We'll do play-by-play commentary. And then the second replay will be from a pro. We got it straight from TV Royale. So it should be a good one and show you efficiently how to use this deck. All right, so let's get into these replays, folks. All right, folks, here we go. Our first replay against Pepe 6 from Sector 85. What's going on? All right, so we're going to play our hand right here. We got the Rascals, we got the Mortar, we got the Hog, and the Log. So let's see what we're going to do, folks. They just dropped down a Night Witch, they dropped down a Bandit, and there goes the Log. They're going to take out the Rascal Girls. We'll play our Bats, and we'll zap the little bit of Bats they had with their Night Witch. Gives us a little bit more time for the Rascal Boy to do some attacks. They dropped down a Rage spell. Our Spirit Goblins put in some work and got rid of the Night Witch. So we're looking okay. And we be getting one chip damage shot from the Spirit Goblin. Now they're playing Bandit and Electro Wizard, kind of like some bridge spam technique right there. We use Log, buys a little bit more time. Again, we had some goblins to throw. And we are back at it again. So now they're taunting me with some tears. It's all good, right? We got the Rascals going. Waiting for this count to build up. They do the Log. There goes the Rascal Girls again. We're going to bring in the Bats. And we're going to bring the Goblin Gang. We know they don't have the Log, so the only thing they can really use is a Zap. And they do have that. So they drop down the Mega Knight. Mega Knight is doing some damage to the Rascal Boy. At this point, the only thing we can really do is keep the Mega Knight back and try to defend. We drop down the Mortar. Hoping that they would have targeted the Mega Knight, but they dropped down that Knight, allowing it to be protected for a second. All we did was get one shot on it on the tower. We use the Goblin Gang again, get rid of the Electro Wizard. So again, we're going back and forth. Spirit Goblins right there, putting in some work. Now we got to stop this bridge spam technique once again. So we'll drop down the Rascals to the side. Now folks, remember the disclaimer. I have not used this type of deck before, so my skills are going to be nowhere near as good as anybody who plays this type of deck. So imagine how good you will be when you play this. So again, Mortar. Drop the Goblin Gang to the side to do some damage to the Mega Knight while it's attacking the Mortar. And we're trying, right? We're trying to do what we can. We'll use the Hog now to distract. We'll play the Log, pushes the Mega Knight back. Gives us an opportunity to do some more damage with the Archer Tower. We bring the Bats in to do some damage against that Bandit. Goblin Gang to the side and somehow survive the ridiculous push. We're still going. Now we're going to play our Hog Rider, push the Bandit away with the Log, and somehow we won the match. I mean, to be honest with you, we were up against a very difficult deck. You can even say it kind of counters the deck I was playing, and we stayed persistent, we defended, and we kept going with the Hog while we were defending against everything there. So we got the well played, and that's how it was. Now we're up. This is the next replay here. This is actually someone who has experience playing with the deck. I got the deck from this replay here by Felipe BR from Renegado's 1922. So he's playing on the top of the map. And he's playing against Sweetie Absurd. Enough with the shoutouts, he's getting into this match. So Felipe's letting his elixir count build up. And again, you know, you want to get the techniques. So notice what he did with the mortar. He placed it a few tiles behind the bridge, right? When I was playing the mortar, I placed it at the bridge. So that was already one mistake that I realized that I was doing. So the placement was important. Now, yeah, the elite barbarians did take it out, but he also was able to drop the Hog Rider. So it was kind of like a win-win for him because he got some damage done. Alright, so Switty played that Hog Rider. He kind of used the same technique and it worked out very well. Felipe dropped down the rascals, so let's see what he's going to do. They put down the executioner. That's going to be a fair wash. Executioner took care of both of them. And honestly, barely any damage was done to it. So that executioner might be able to get the tower unless Felipe is able to drop something down. He drops down the Hog Rider and follows up with the bats. Since the executioner was focusing on the Hog Rider, it wasn't able to throw the axe at the bats. And look, he does an incredible job here of kiting away the elite barbarians to the point where they actually went to the other side of the lane. So very good job there. Sweetie's going to play the Hog Rider, and that should be enough to take the tower down. Max Hog Rider is incredibly OP, folks. So now you got the mortar. It's going to do damage to the Hog Rider behind it. And now it's going to do some damage in front because the Rascals was able to take care of the cards in front, giving it an opportunity to start locking into the tower. Then with the Hog Rider is able to swoop in there and get some hammer done, right? So if you got the hammer remote, slam it down. Now he's going to start dropping cards to the side to do easy chip damage. The Goblin Gang was able to do some work right there. Hog Rider and Elite Barbarians both drop. The Rascals was able to defend against the Elite Barbarians. Hog Riders on both sides doing damage. One E-Barb is doing damage. This is becoming a very close match. E-Barbs to the side, but they split. I don't know if that was really effective. Bats is taking out that last E-Barb. Now you got Rascals, Bats, Goblins, Goblin Gang, all to the side. That Snowball does some incredible damage right there. Pushes back the troops, and we're back at a tie game again. Max Hog Rider goes in for the kill. Not enough. The Bats took care of it. Another Hog to the side. Lumberjack gets rid of it. This is an intense match now, folks. That is why it is on TV Royale, because this is legit insane competition right here. Dark Goblin is putting in some work. Elite Barbarians is getting to the tower. They're distracted by the Rascals. Hog to the left, distracted by the Mortar. Dark Goblin's attacking the Mortar, while the Rascal Girl is attacking the Hog Rider, and does an incredible job of defeating that, along with the Max minions. And is able to get damage done against the Lumberjack. Talk about elixir trade-off. Rascals to the side doing chip damage. Snowball gets rid of the Bats. We still got a pretty close game here. Log hits that tower, is down to 43. Goblin Gang is going to do a good job. Nope, it's zapped. Spirit Goblin's doing damage. We got one tower with 45, the other one 43. Who's going to win? Here he goes. Hog Rider! Nope, not even. Zap for the win. Intense, folks, and you see, that is the way you use that deck there. He was able to use all his cards to bait out the opponent. Was able to lock on with the Mortar, attack behind, attack forward. Incredible gameplay right there. As you can tell, much better than my first video. But hey, we got something in common. We both won the match. So folks, I hope you enjoyed this new series. Get used to it. Because again, I'm going to play with archetypes that I've never used before. And guess what? I'm going to get used to it. So be sure to hit the subscribe button. Turn on your notifications. We're going to be doing this video series once a week. And then during the week, I'll follow up with deck videos for different Mortar decks that we're going to be focusing on. So the focus this week will be Mortar decks. If you guys want me to do something else, drop a comment down below. Let me know what you want to feature next week. I'll be real honest with you guys. I always play P.E.K.K.A. Miner, and I play a lot of Golden Beatdown. So those archetypes, I wouldn't say I'm not accustomed to. Very, very well familiar with those decks. So if you can switch it up and maybe put something different down in the comment section, I'll be more than willing to do that first, all right? So other than that, I always appreciate the support, folks. We're doing a lot of cool things on the channel. We've been doing a lot of reviews on brand new mobile games, and we plan to continue that Tuesdays and Thursdays. But every other day of the week, we're going to be doing Clash Royale with a little bit of Arena of Valor, all right? So other than that, peace out, folks.